someone to save. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in you. Won't you tell me something new? Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your death without making a mess at you. Won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best if I pack my stuff a little sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone?
We can't see the boobies, Straker. You're in the way. Thank you.
You all the best I can.
Oh man. Oh hey Barnum. Hey, can you move over just a little bit? Just move over a little bit, okay? Thank you.
None of my cash can flow, none of my cars are gold, digital dash on hold. None of my cash can flow, none of my cars are gold, digital dash on gold. Cash digital, the dash digital, go, digital, digital, the cash digital, the dash digital, run it up, digital. Stepping like Marty McFly, stepping I feel like the guy. I got them looking like why, I never doubted me why, I never doubted my guys. You know you in it for win, I stand on 10, you on 10. I don't have friends of a friend, only the fan of the kin, only my wife and my kids, that's all I needed to win. Now I only trust my true friends, had to cut off my loose ends. You know I win if you win, you know you win if I win. I swipe that cash, don't fold, I swipe my bank on gold. Don't think that I've been dumb, I spend like I've been broke. None of my cash can flow, none of my cars are gold, digital dash on hold. None of my cash can flow, none of my cars are gold, digital dash on gold. Cash digital, the dash digital, go, digital, the cash digital, the dash digital, run it up, digital. Living my truth, no tricks. I'm just trying to feed my kids. I'm just trying to keep my way. I'm just trying to live my life while we get rich. Mind my biz. Money gon' come, some go. Man, if you know, you know. I've been through highs and lows. Here for the ride, I go. Slide and roll. Up and down, but I get up. The numbers crunching, no sit-ups. I grew up and got dripped up. Purple label, my get up. That's 101, not a one and done. Month to month, and there's more to come. I told Cushy, let's run it up. Now it's millions on millions. None of my cash can fold, none of my cars are gold. digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital, go, go, go. Digital, 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 digital. The cash is digital, digital, digital. The dash is digital, run it up. Digital, 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 digital.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while. Then I'm taking you in. It's like diamonds, glimmer and punch. Shiny predator with a golden gun.
Let there be cowbell. Huh, how's that cowbell? I like the cowbell. A ding-a-ling cowbell. Huh, I like the cowbell. Freaking weirdos.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with the Road Dog. Look at this market back there. A little bit of a mixed bag there. Good place to put your mixed bag is in a nice secure Tangem wallet. It just works with your NFC enabled phone here. Just a tap, tap. You're good to go, baby. Got security with the code. Nobody can steal it. I mean, if they steal it, they can't use it. Either steal your phone, they can't use it. Only you can use this little guy. It is amazing. And you can do DeFi. The app is cool. Anyway, they're coming out with a new ring to act as the, so you don't have to you always use your card. You just tap your ring to the back of your phone there. And that's kind of cool. DAWG will save you 10% off of your purchase Tangem Wallet or Tangem Ring Wallet. The new cool thing. The new kid in town. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at total 3 on the daily starting out. She's been a brutal ride since we had this triple top over there. We talked about that then, like, oh well. A lot of people were looking at that as a bull flag to the upside, but that's not what it did. Man, not much of a bounce back, was it? We came down, made this wedge formation. These things just kind of distributed, and we saw numbers just go down and bounce around, yo-yo for altcoins, and number went down on a lot of them. Back to their almost all-time lows for some of them, making some juicy buys for some people in some of these projects. Some projects were fortunate enough not to get down that low, but still took a hit. They all took a hit. But recently we broke out of that, and not only breakout, we retested the breakout area, clearing that little hurdle out of the way. So now we can start working on a higher high, and that's where we're stuck at right now, trying to get that higher high, and it's a coming, baby. She's a coming. She's just pushing out of the womb right now. Be a little patient. She's working her way through there. She's above the non-moving average. I know she's flirting with losing it, but she can do that. We're above the 200 moving average. This is yellow line right here. We may fall back a little bit, a little push, a little give and take. We may not either. We may just bounce right here and keep on going up. Tomorrow's hump day. I said we go up for a hump. It's a little encouragement there. Actually, the indicators are saying a little bit of a pullback going on right now. As the stochastics are starting to come back, work their way down, money flow starting to come down. Things are taking a little bit of a pullback. It is true here on the daily, but it's still holding that non-moving average rather bravely, I would say. And holding this 200 moving average well, come back and retest that moving average here. Give up, maybe a little bit of red, a little give and take. Some altcoins pop, some don't. We kind of roll things over. It's just us here anyway. Retail's not here yet. A few trickling in, but not like what we need. So we're just trading among ourselves and the whales and sharks out there. So those sharks you got to watch out for. Welcome, everyone. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat here. We got Strega mean mugging me right off the bat. Strega, what'd I do to you? What's up, Strega? And we got Barnum. How's it going, Barnum? I also have the code. I don't know if I mentioned this tonight, but you can save 10% off the Tangem wallet using the code DOG. Now, you can do that right from the app. You just download the app from the Play Store or whatever, the App Store, and you can use the code when you order securely through that app, your wallets, and they're delivered right to you. Really cool. Save you 10%. Random Trader, how's it going, my man? The Closer, good evening. Is that a real face makeup or CGI? Perfect for Halloween. This is me all the time. I'm especially on cue for Halloween, though. I look like a sock puppet. So I'm looking for a possible. We need to get up past this area. We need another 10, 15 billion dollars coming to the market, and I think we got a good chance to do it. I believe we do. I think we do. We're working on this trend line. I know we're breaking one here. It may only be short term, a little come down, maybe a little pull back. Indicators do seem to be wanting that right now. Why you gotta do it right now? My opinion, I think we're getting ready to have something kind of nice. The bigger time frames are really hinting at it. Even the 5-day, even the 3-day. Look at the duck lips on this little guy right here. They liking it. They want some more of it. The bigger time frames say I'm ready to pull one on you. One of the biggest signs that I like is what I'm seeing over here on Bitcoin dominance, because I know a lot of people are hoping that she's going to break this rising wedge and come to the downside, but that's not what I'm seeing happening. You'll hear some people calling altcoin is just right around the season. They've been saying that for the past 2 months. Altcoin season's right around the corner, and I know altcoins will get better. They will go up with the rising tide, but my personal opinion, I think Bitcoin is going to steal the freaking show. It's going to gain dominance in the market, meaning more people are going to see the value of Bitcoin over altcoins, and I'm sorry, it's true. And I know you got a rising wedgie, and they hurt really hard when they just yank them up there. Woo! It will make you rise up. Never like to get in the wedgies. But I'll tell you one thing about them, if they break to the upside, it's hard and it's heavy. And when you zoom out on Bitcoin dominance, if it was anything else we're looking at, we're saying, that looks like that's getting ready to blast off. And if it does, normally it has an effect on altcoins. Now, I don't know. I'm very curious about. I've been wondering. I've been speculating this for most of the year, for quite a while. Just seeing how far Bitcoin dominance can get, because back in December 2020 and 2021, it was up 75% of the market. We have got a crap ton of altcoins now, more than we've ever had. Meme coins is coming out or wazoo, and they say show me the charts, and I'll show you the news. I just wonder what kind of scenario would make all the dominance go to Bitcoin. I mean, everybody sees what a great store value it is and all that narrative. That can help. That'll definitely help. But I don't mean to bear up, but just keep an open mind. I mean, but what if there's regulations coming against these altcoins? And they just become the hot potato nobody wants to touch anymore. That could do it too, and give us a big, strong Bitcoin dominance thing up there too. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. Just if Gary Gensler stays, he doesn't even have to stay at the SEC. They want him to be a Treasury Secretary, and that's just as bad. We don't need him as no Treasury Secretary, regardless. If this breaks to the upside, strong move for Bitcoin dominance, and that's going to put a hurt in it. It'll make your altcoins back. It's just like, why am I even in this thing? It's just like, ugh. And everybody will be all over Bitcoin. I do wonder about that. Because we got a measured move from this breakout. Take Bitcoin dominance possibly up to 83% of the market out of all the coins in existence out there. $14,979 just listed here alone on CoinGecko, and they don't even have them all. Yeah, don't tell me over here on Deck Screener. So just these thoughts make me wonder. So I do think it's a good idea to make sure you have Bitcoin. That's the point I'm trying to drive home. Make sure you got some. I recommend about at least 50% of it in your portfolio. Trust me, it makes a difference. It makes a big difference. And the more you got, actually, the more stable your portfolio will be. And there's a lot you can do with that Bitcoin. We got a weekly go ahead. I don't know if we talked about this, but on Market Cipher here, or Bitcoin dominance here, yeah, we've had that for a couple of weeks, and she still wants to go up here. If you believe in indicators on Bitcoin dominance, it says she's ready to rock and roll. And you got to ask yourself, man, if Bitcoin dominance is going up, if that's the rule of the game, if Bitcoin dominance is going up, and Bitcoin goes up, then altcoins kind of go down. And if Bitcoin dominance goes up and Bitcoin goes down, then altcoins dump. And if Bitcoin dominance goes up and Bitcoin just hangs tight, well, altcoins just kind of don't do very much. They just go sideways. So there's not really a great scenario for altcoins if this starts breaking to the upside. And that's probably the elephant in the room that we need to talk about tonight. So just be aware of that. And we're right here. This trend line. This Ichimoku cloud looks like it wants to blast off like a rocket. So keep your eyes open is all I gotta say. Doesn't mean altcoins would do bad at all though. It does not, because they've got a nice little breakout too, and they can come up, but their Bitcoin will grow and outperform altcoins. That's basically what that means. Well, look at this beautiful cup and handle. This one, yeah, I gotta say, well, this on Bitcoin makes a nice big giant ass cup and handle. If she plays out that way, I think a lot of people will be happy with Bitcoin. Better move for that. And I know it sounds crazy until that one day you turn around like, oh my God, Bitcoin up here at 120,000. Not saying that's happening today or tomorrow. I'm just saying it's happening sometime within the next 6 to 8 months. It's close, baby. It's close. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? My attitude right now toward the crypto market is to be cautiously optimistic. We are getting ready to head into a nice phase of the market. It will be coming. I would say over the next 2 weeks, we should probably start ironing things out a little bit more positive here. But we got to be cautious too, because them market makers, or them whales, them people that got a lot more than us and been in this market for a while and know how to work this stuff. They're pretty good at shaking us up. So expect some dirty tricks, because when they want something, oh, they play dirty. Don't get it twisted. You will see some of the dirtiest tricks in this market. You will see some of the scammiest price action, and that's when you know that they're trying to do something. They're up to something. When you start seeing a lot of swing failure patterns, or a lot of the bear traps, or bull traps even, and they're working on something. Pay attention to that. Steve J said, what's up, Road Dog? Not much, just hanging out, my man. Glad to have you here. Grimmer says Xcur. Let's take a look at Xcur. Write that down there. Kid, how's it going? Well, I can say this stream is not boring. Well, hey, that's cool. That's something. Well, that says something. I meant to put up a poll, but I didn't get to do it. I'll try to do that again tomorrow night. Oh, I'm on top chat, make sure I get my live chat. Make sure we got everybody. I think we got everybody here. 11 wonderful people hanging out. Glad to have you here. All right, so let's take a look at Xcur and see what this one's about. I want to take a look at GOAT. I want to do that. And before we get too deep, we got to take a look at the altcoin news. It doesn't take very long, but it's alpha that you may not know otherwise. Xcur on, let's go to the daily here. What happened here? talking to my tablet over here. I keep up with the chat over here sometimes too. Let's zoom in. Oh, baby. So where did I pull this from here to here? So we didn't do that. Oh yeah. So I think we talked about the strategies, like for these coins that have a lot of spikes in them and things and do things, about trying to layer out on some fibs for when they do exactly that. And if you're in some of these things, yeah, man, look, you can just layer out and take profit and then come back and try to roll it over. And then, you know, she's not going to do this every time, but when she does. But how much is it to, let's just say from the 618, just up here, that's 24%. Somewhere around 20 to 24%, just where she just wicks up from the 618. That's kind of interesting. So this is all this is done. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to come out to the 3-day on this one, just get rid of some of the noise here. So she made a lower low, rounding out, and are you a 2.7? Ooh. Let me check the fibs and see what we got here. Oh yeah, okay, 1.3. I can't see the top of that. Can't see the top of that line. Doesn't really matter right now. We know where we are. Oh, you got this little zone right here. It kind of nails that. So it looks to me bigger time frames here. She can do more. I would start targeting these guys over here too. So for short-term, I like this range right here between 14 or 0.014 and 0.0176 in this little zone. I like that a lot. That looks like a good little place to take some profit. And from where we are right now, going up there, ooh, that's Moonbag. That's a no-brainer. And these are the areas that this price has got to get back above. I mean, it's just, you know, it's got to establish its equilibrium, you know, back around here around the 618 and 200 moving average. Those are areas that it will be trying to come back and touch. And that's a pretty nice move, up to 3 cents from where you are now. I mean, this one might take a long time to play out, and you kind of got to be on your game. So this is kind of one that, yeah, you definitely want to set limit orders and just let them get hit. Just have them stacked there, pyramided, in my personal opinion. I like that. Yeah, I like 0.014 for short term. And then of course, you got the little levels on top of the wick that it just had, and just testing that one at 1 penny. But yeah, 1.5 pennies. This little zone is really sweet. Even up to 0.021. Nice. All right, so there is this new coin. We talked about it last night. We're just gonna. I saw a video on it by the guy who gave the goat. It's an actual buy over on Twitter. The guy from Andreessen Horowitz or whatever, I don't know, but it gave him not a full Bitcoin, $50,000 worth of Bitcoin. And now the AI bot is commissioning people to work. It negotiated with the developer that created it to give it ability to make graphics or whatever, and spend $1,000 to upgrade itself. This is getting kind of interesting. This coin, did you drop down a little bit? It was like 37, I think, last time we looked at it. I thought it was up like 51 today. Looks like it dropped down a little bit. Bigotius Maximus, now it has a $488 million market cap, just a few days old. Meme coin made by an AI bot, AI agent. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be, what would you even call that? So technical. Not technical. I feel like I offended your genders or something. I am so sorry, Mr. Bot. I did it again. Gosh, darn it. Please, YouTube gods, please do not delete my channel. That's getting crazy. All right, so it's a pump.fun coin. I mean, first thoughts is like, okay, who's behind this AI? Who's really typing on this? But yeah, this is getting weird. It's getting weird. And it's a not safe for work thing that he spits out, just the random stuff that he talks about. It's weird. It's an uncensored AI that did this. So, but this one people are liking it, and look, I mean, goat. Where are you, goat? Yeah, right here. Goat. It's right behind me, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Oh, I gotta take this thing down. I just glanced over and saw it. Man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave these signs up. I'm bad about that. Bitcoin dominance gone. There's still a dancing girl there. All right, if you guys don't mind, we're going to briefly take a look at the news. It's really quick for you news haters. It's really like just an altcoin alpha. Pump.fun's co-founder Sappy Juju mentioned an airdrop plan for platform users at Xbase. He added, our airdrop will probably be a lot more lucrative than anyone else in the space. Legal and General Investment Management is exploring ways to tokenize its $1.5 trillion funds using blockchain technology, following global asset managers like BlackRock and Franklin Templeton. Scroll will have a listing on October 22nd. Binance, Bybit, OKX will list SCR for spot trading around 8 a.m. on October 22nd UTC time. SCR airdrop claim will open at 7 a.m. UTC. AVAX Avalanche has announced the launch of Visa credit card that allows users to pay with cryptocurrency. It's an actual credit card versus a debit card. Would be interesting. Atom 1 listed as Atone. Our hard fork of Cosmos founder Jake Kwan's Atom is now live. Holders of Atom will receive Atone. Oh my gosh, I got an airdrop. Awesome. Yes. It's free, right? Sushi Swap unveils Super Swap roadmap with extensive updates to multi-chain expansion, aggregation stack, Sushi X Swap, and more. Blair has hinted that something is coming soon to the X channel. It's just a hint. Just a little. There. Coming. Maybe. Might happen. I'm hearing voices in my head. Is that coming from somewhere over here? It's just a hint. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Tab is not down. All right. And for Grass Foundation has updated the final airdrop checker, including Gigabit NFTs and bonus epoch allocations. That's all we got for Larry GG. Let me give him a little like and a repost there because he's got the best little alpha around, I believe. Let's get back to the market. Thanks for coming on. Oh, look, we got more people. You don't suck as bad as you thought.
Thank you very much.
Woohoo! Thanks for your support. Let's get into the down and dirty altcoin stuff. You got yours, I got mine. Let's throw them in and mix them all together. I'll start. First, I'm going to take a look at Caspa. She's just kind of hanging out. I can't say a dang thing for all these lines on this chart. I swear. Who to meet? Sean? Let's tighten her up. Let's come down to the 1 day. We could just go to a new chart. This is my kind of, this is the one I play with. Let's go to another one. Let's try. That was MXC, right? KuCoin. Oh, look, your buy zone. That's from back in, yeah, that trend line literally did not know. So let's drag this guy over. Since we already got this little visual range volume profile over, let's drag him over and see what he says. It is suggesting, pointing up towards 618 little area. 16.3 is what I've got. It's got 16.5 cents. And I've also got 17. Its top range right over here comes just right at my fib level at 18.2 cents there. So interesting correlations. So I like that. You need to do something, Casper, because it's looking kind of rough, man. Following this trend line here, look like you gave up the ghost. Now, I do think that we do have to watch out for getting rejected here. I don't know for sure that we'll make it up to 16.2. Might have to wick up there and get rejected. I don't know. But she's got a good chance with this big, strong-ass trend line that we lost. It was support so many times, and now it's not. Now it is definitely resistance. So we will be resisted somewhere around the 16 cent area, and I do expect that, and that could lead. I hope it doesn't lead to a lower low, but that's usually where you go from there is a lower low. So be ready for something like that. I'm just throwing these ideas out there. We're just talking about it. It's going to look good for a little while, and then it's going to like, what happened? And then you're doing that. Oh shit, we're going down. Don't let it surprise you. Right now, the moving averages here on the day, they're saying right now, Casper looking good. She's gonna get that little come up, but I think it's a bearish retest. Be careful about it. Looks good right now, though. Let's take advantage of it. I am. She's got the official death cross here, which is a sell signal going on the daily. That's crazy, Casper. That's crazy. The meme coins also took a hit today. Oh, Conan. Yeah, so if you weren't paying yourself and like, I'm just going to hold this forever, you're probably saying, damn, my bag just, what happened to it? So you had to pay yourself on these little guys. And gosh darn it, you came in lower than what you start. Conan, how dare you? Okay, so Conan rug pull. Don't say that, but woo, baby, that didn't work out at all. Stopped out clearly on this one. Ain't no breakout. But that was the point of having him if it wasn't going to work. Or rather, the trend line. Well, clearly, Conan, you suck, man. What happened to you? They always start out really strong when they are first listed. And they get the pump and the excitement, right? And that's when all the people that got in before start selling and taking profits. And they can take profits for a long, long time because they got in really, really, really cheap. They're getting their first tail of Weldum, their first experience of Weldum, and I kind of like this whale power. Conan is ahead, and she might be at a juicy price for any daredevils out there that want to get, and she is. Oh yeah, 0.000029, or that 3 area, juicy. I likes it. Has I got anything free over here to put in there, or is it all taken up? Conan, you suck. I got you. This is Conan, right? I got you at 30, yeah, 34. Oh, you are at 34. It's at 34 right now. So this area she came down to didn't quite touch. Well, me tightening my fibs. I don't have my fibs drawn right. Yeah, she did touch it. So this area is a, that's a nice little bottom area. Now she can come up and then roll over and come to the next one down. Don't get it twisted. Or she might bounce out of here and break out of this falling wedgie, reclaiming that 9 moving average would be ideal. And she might be trying to make a double bottom here. It's a great place to make a double bottom. I'll phrase it that way. And she could get some upside. Conan, how far back could you go? Another 30% or something? I've got my sell order starting. I'm at 57. And I need to be at 55. Alrighty. Another one that's looking interesting, and it's not a Casper meme, but this is Popcat. One of the favorites. Let's take a look at Bobcat. Oh, she's in a big green something or another. Was this a trade setup? Looks like I'm got to zoom out apparently. What? Oh look, nailed it. Oh, it's just been here for a while. Bobcat looking good. Oh man, is she looking good. All right, so let's clear this out so we can see what we got going. Put you back, man. Trend line likes it. It's still liking it. It's respecting this one. It's respecting this one. And look, shoulder, head and shoulders to the upside because it's not, or at least not yet. This is actually bullish, man, when you break out of a channel, because it's not supposed to do that. It's doing what it's not supposed to do. When they do what they're not supposed to do, they don't want to get caught, so they do it fast, hard, and heavy, and they start trying to run. So that's what we're hoping will happen, and we can actually start looking at these bigger targets up here, man. Cool. We got a measure move over here at 167, 166, 165, and I got a target at 179 for Bobcat. Let's go, baby, at 140. Moving on. This is on the daily, and let's zoom in and see what she's doing. 4 hours, getting a little bit of a pullback, still above the non-moving average, looking good. Struggling with this $1.50 area for Bobcat, but I think, not that it matters what I think she's got a good chance to try to overcome that this time. Bobcat. How's it going, Jameer? Sam says big time is trying to nail it. That was on my list too. I didn't go over it. It's actually the first one I wrote down tonight. Big time, which I am not in at the moment that I know of. And if I am somewhere, it's not worth being in. Nice. You cannot, can't fade that. Get some fireworks going for this one. I'm gonna clean up my chart and let's see what we got. Nice, she just zigzagged her way back up here. So let's look and see what happened. Let's see. Let's go through the process here. So it was tracing this. That sucked. I can't explain this that good. That's not a great trend line. We're looking at a bottom. Definitely looking at the bottom area. So I'm trying to figure out where I got this. I was following a trend line and somehow, okay, I was following this thing. It's been a minute. It's been since probably October, early October, I guess, since I've looked at this thing, or this particular chart. All right, let's just let's clear you out. Now let's see what you're doing. I'm going to take a fib from right here, all the way down, and we're going. Oh, look, you're at our zone right now. Right now, you're at the area that we need you to break on through. Since you're doing so well, I'm going to go to the original area, the big boy area, because I think you got a good chance of doing it. It's a nice little support resistance flip area right here. Zone, I guess. It looked fuzzy at first, but I'm zooming in and it's like, oh, it nailed it right here. Just came back, tumbled, and then lost it. So those are two very good areas that I'm looking for. And then when we play with our big boy fibs that wants to take us back to 64 cents, that's not yet, but oh man, if you're going to wait in, it's worth probably waiting for it. I like swing trading though. I like holding things for a little while. I like it doesn't bother me to like buy down here and wait for that 3x. It doesn't bother me a bit because I purposely try to buy low. This one's still in the zone to buy low at 18 cents. That is still a good place to do this, and it's just now breaking out. It's clearing the 200 daily moving average. It looks beautiful. You got there's a trade setup here. Might have to wait for a pullback. Are you ready for a pullback? Not really. I'm ready to rock and roll. Local patterns got her in a fun one. If you're playing this game, there's your trend lines there. She can zigzag all through here though. Don't get it twisted. What goes up comes down, and it starts getting bigger ups and bigger downs. But it's fun when you're on the right side of it. So she broke out of a trend line, came back, retested it basically right here, and now we're making our higher highs. Ooh wee baby. Unless you just FOMO in right now, which I would ask, you know, why? Because that's buying a resistance area. Unless you like the pain. Some of you like the pain. I didn't like the pain, but I did the pain a lot. I was like, oh yeah. Oh. I love throwing my money in this market and watching it get smaller and smaller. That always makes, yeah. That's what happens when you start buying around these red lines here. But if you buy around this white line where I like to buy, however that works out, it may not even get there. But there's a 200 moving average here on the 4 hour, right with a 9. Those are some good signs. We'll be coming back down to this area. Unless price just gets all crazy and just takes those moving averages with it. But good chance it just usually does it. It just usually does. That's a nice risk reward ratio for me. I like that 4.68 to 1 risk reward ratio, and I got stop loss here below the trend line and below the last low there. I like that one fairly well. You just gotta be patient to wait for price, and then be having to get around, what is that, 15? Just right under 16 cents, 15.9 cents. And let's draw our little target up here. 28-cent target, I like it. Got another one just right up here. Shorter term, 19 cents. That would be, oh, that would be 23%. That's not bad. It's risk reward ratio. I mean, depends on if you get stopped out or not, basically. I like this. I'm going to share this over with our trading community here over in the chart setups. See, Chris has been posting some charts over there. Chris is my admin over there. He's been doing this for as long as I've had this channel, so that's when so he's been charting for about 2.5 years now. He's got it down. He's got some solid TA. Let's see, we got big time on the 4 hour. Swing trade idea. Because she's worth watching right now. All right, let's come back and see what you guys are talking about. OpticalArt.com. Hey, welcome to stream, my man. And we got Joe, fellow YouTuber, streams every day 3 o'clock. Go check out Joe. Optical Art says, a lot going on this stream. I think I just called Cow Yeah, it doesn't last very long though. It's like Skinwalker Ranch around here. Sergio Angel says, SCR airdrop today. Did it? Awesome. All right, so meme coins are about the only thing that's really popping off. I mean, my, an oversaturated altcoin market like we got. Let's check out SPX. She's been having a little bit better of a comeback today. I'm going to clear all this out. That looks like a nice strong pullback there. I like that. We have Fibber out here. We go, oh, you're not quite a 618, but right there, I like it. Nice little deviation there. I like that too. We'll just be quick, fast, and easy on this one. Respecting that trend line, we get a bounce to the upside. Got my eye on this target right here, 143. Just for that nice possible pivot zone right there. Not seeing much of a channel. She is rather new, but if you wanted to go die hard by what pattern is forming or whatnot, what trend line that we got, we'd be looking at this idea, and they can be fun. And yeah, it seems like, damn, that's a moon boy target until that one day you come back and we go, nailed it. Because this is I like this target. I think it's got a good chance of doing that. What we got? 72? I know it's a moon boy target. You can always look at these other areas, 97 cents, $1.19, but I got my eyeballs on 143, 142 rather. We'll throw these in there just for the trade setup. We'll throw over to our community there. I like them when they're on a trend line. I like to buy there. Or as close to that as I can get. Once this come out for risk reward ratio, let's put a stop loss under a double bottom here. That's 23%. That's bull crap. Let's see other people do that. It's got a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio, but who wants to lose 20% of their stack? So yeah, that sucks. So we'd have to tighten it up just right under the trend line here. So it would either require patience. It's still got a great risk reward ratio because it's a higher target. But just if you just like to swing trade and you don't mind waiting for, it might take it more than, I don't know if it'll take it a week or it might happen real quick. I don't know. If you need the first target, that's not bad. That's 3.86 to 1 risk reward ratio, 37% gains. I like it. I like this one better than. So it would behoove people to wait and try to get in as close as they could to this trend line to get the best risk reward ratio. But I like what I'm seeing. And everybody has a different way of doing entries. Some people picking, but she just flagged out and broke out. Let's jump in right now. So retest that. It could be. I mean, I can't pretend to know how everybody is going to interpret on where to enter or how to enter. Everybody's style is different. Even if I spelled it out, everybody would do it differently. I believe anyway. Let's go over here. Put you here. What? SPX meme coin. SPX 6900. Don't have time to type out a whole lot of details there, so hopefully I might come back to the stream and watch it. Who knows? It can do it. It can do it. I likes it. Doesn't mean you have to like it. It's just the one that I got to talk about tonight. It's like we're going to have to drag out our list here. We got some more comments. Let me see if we can go back here. Jamrock Gallus says, first time coming to your channel. Hey, I appreciate you being here, man. We got a lot of new faces, new people, not faces, but new names. And Tommy 2 Liters, I like that name. That's cool. Tommy 2 Liters. That's my. You're a little, Sean. You're a little slow. My production assistant over here. Well, he was the village idiot. Shh. Hey, Sean. Man, that was smart. That's right in the round hole. Yeah. Square peg, right? Yeah. Yeah, and this channel is a work in progress. Okay, you know, I got to do, you know, but he helps. Thank you, Lord, for Sean, who helps me every day to get this stream doing something that makes it do. Let's take a look at some. Some other coins. If you don't give me the ones that you want to look at, you're going to look at the ones I want to look at, and I'm going to look at Near right now because Near is not giving me Lambo right now, and I want to know why. Why no Lambo, Near? What are you doing? We may have to talk to Near here because I'm kind of disappointed in it right now. Disappointed in you, Near. You suck. You're supposed to be a magnificent AI play, Near, and you're just hanging down here. Oh, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's got to be done. It's just got to be. It's got to be done. Near. I mean this sincerely with all my heart when I look at you and I say, what the hell? What are you doing? You're supposed to be making us all riches right now. We've all sunk our money into you, just hoping you to be the next biggest thing because you are promising to be the next biggest thing. You got some sneaky stuff going on over there is what I've heard. Lots of rumors about you, and here you are getting drunk over here, and it's not even the weekend. You just hanging around, just trying to, you're wobbling in the middle of the street right now. Look at you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I'm going this way. I'm going that. Near. Wake up, my man. Do something. Get your head out of your ass. That's what Grandpa would tell you, and you know it's true. I need you to start coming back up here. You're looking the wrong way, Near. You're looking at it the wrong way. Not down. Don't look. You listen. You don't get up by looking down. That you get dizzy and you tumble over and fall. That's the skyscraper people will tell you that, right? Totally pulling at my ass, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I'll ask Chat GPT later. You need to find a footing here. Don't take another step. Oh my God. Somebody needs to, maybe we need some more professional help here, ladies and gentlemen. You didn't take the LSD, did you? You didn't lick the postage stamp. Oh no. Near maybe having an adventurous week here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope that he doesn't take one more step and fall off this skyscraper and tumble to his death over here at the 666 moving average. The devil. Yeah, no, she wants to get her hands all over him. Near. Your biggest hope is to make some kind of reversal pattern. Come up here and do some kind of do a dingle dangle pattern. Your left testicle is a lot bigger than your right one. Does anybody else have that problem? She could complete that. I don't agree with that because, no, I don't, unless she's real slanty. I just like to go with the other things that are happening. It looks to me like we broke this trend line, came back for a retest area, partial decline. That's what it looks like to me, but that's just the liquor talking. There's no more music. Sorry, guys. We'll try to get back on the program now. I just thought Near needed a little straightening out there, and I try to do whatever I can to help this market. And sometimes these coins, all they need is just a little guidance, a little talking to. So we got a little symmetrical triangle idea trying to play out here because we broke a damn trend line, so that sucks. Bearish retest. Now we're hanging sideways. This is not fun for Near. She could come down and do lots of things, but she's been hanging around at this area that she broke out of, meaning we got a little something there. Looking to the left over here will give us a little idea, of that, but still. Yeah, I just, call me I'm just a fib lover. I can't help it. I just love my fibs. I got to pull out my fibs and play with them all the time. I can't help it on everything. I can't resist it. It tells me where we are in this game, and I got a little confluence right there with this area, and we can just stay above it. We got good. Don't you dare go below $4.35 Near. I will come and I will cut off your PP. This is just water, for real. Look, it's a flag to the upside. Some people would be, there are probably a lot of people because I don't know, they seem to have a lot of people in those groups. The old flag chasers be saying a flag to the upside. Doesn't matter if it's broken this trend line or not, doesn't matter if it's already broken market structure or not. It's always a flag to the upside. So we'll have some people playing this guy immediately up here. And I won't argue with this area. $6.72. I would go with that area too, but that's just not the way I would get there. 200 moving average also coming in at the 382, just right above it. I would say if price could get there, both of them, the two could meet and probably go, have coffee together or something. Is it worth it? We're in Near, and I've been asking myself that for weeks. Is it worth it Near to make that 15%, that 29%, that 44%? I'm like, Until that one day Near decides to go to back up to $9-10 and you feel stupid, or she comes back up to $20, which it's been a minute. The only thing I don't want to see Near do is come down here and make another butt cheek on this big double ass bottom, possible double ass bottom. I don't want it to be a double last bottom or any kind of weird freaking harmonic Gartley crap going on up here, bearish bull crap. I just want it to respect the overall trend line and make daddy some money. That's all I'm asking for. And I don't think that's asking too much, near, to be honest with you. So if we're playing with trend lines, there's some other points of resistance, blah, blah, blah. 618 starting to play up a lot, I think. I think 6 starting to look like a repetitive target to me. I like you, $6.70. I'm going to put a little bit more for sale right there. Dream Tanks TV, let's go! Jamrock Gallus. The animations are very nice and it gives a rockstar touch. I think I was kind of trying to go for that a little bit. We get there sometimes. Every once in a while. Steve J, just wondering, can you please do Pixel? Road Dog, thank you. Well, I can try to do Pixel. Come here, Pixel. Stand still. Don't move. Woo! Hello, can you go? What gets wicked off and gets candlestick? Says one man. I think that had much to go with, but we're going to try it. I'm always asking myself, well, is that a good starting point or not? I always question those first starting points, but I don't still question that one. But at least we got this and a few other things. Let me kind of. This definitely looks like it would be a bottom, so we're going to assume that it is, because that makes an ass out of me and maybe you too, is what I've always been told, and we might as well be jackasses together since we're sitting here talking about it. I figure it's pointing toward this I love the fibs. I've ever told you how much I love the fibs. Now this one's my favorite for accumulation. That's just one of my many favorites, and since we haven't broken out of it, I like to figure out the other accumulation little zones, like from here, which is, God, you can do better than that. Come on. I think that it should nail it better than that, but it tells me, so that's cool. So in my little strategy of strategies, getting above this 236 is an area where we're getting out of our discount zone, and the overall discount zone is anything under 33 cents, but the little more micro one we got right here, I guess medium frame one, I guess the micro one would have been 14 cents. But using that same idea here, it works out just as well and gives us some nice targets. The 0.5 is now that 236 area. A little confluence on how the fibs, they just always respect each other. I like it. Several different take profit points that just magically seem to work out beautifully when you use the fibs for some reason. It's just like, oh my God. Sometimes it will respect it right to it. It's just like magic and makes you look amazing. Could this be a triple bottom or an inverted head and shoulder reversal pattern? Why yes, it could. I would dare say that it probably confirmed, and it is also a support resistance flip right there. Now, if we want to go by Bukowski trading methods here and take that measure move, ironically, it comes out to be the same exact thing as a channel. I just always try to drive that home, just kind of like, you can get all technical about what all it is within a channel, but in the end, it's still a channel and still has the same freaking measure move. Isn't that kind of crazy? Are you on there, man? Get on there, dude. For real. Don't you dare. Don't you walk off. And that magically brings us right back up to this support resistance flip area right here. And that's the magic of measure moves and just the geometry. This is about the time that I like to plug the patternsite.com, because this is where I learned a lot of this stuff. It's the free website given by Thomas Bukowski, who wrote the book Encyclopedia of Pattern Trading. So he wrote the book on it. Probably a little bit better, more solid information here than you'll get from any YouTuber, myself included, just having to throw out, well, this one breaks up 68% of the time. This one's also 60. This one goes up 68, or it can go down 68% of the time. I mean, you hear every freaking thing out there, man. If pattern trading is what resonates with you and speaks with you, or you want to learn, I love it. This is where I first got my start. And honestly, I just kind of so I didn't believe this at the time when I first started it, but it's really true. it just got to boils down to channels and triangles for real. They told me that at the very beginning from a different source. And I was like, I think you guys just taking the cheater, the cliff notes. And I'm like, well, they knew what they're talking about. Come full circle, and I'm like, oh my god, they're freaking right. It's the easiest way to just. Why do I care? Is it a triple bottom, or is it an inverted head and shoulders, or is it an Adam and Evish? Is it a bathroom wall pattern? Does it have a dingle dangle? This guy, are we dingle dangling? That looks. Is this not safe for work? The channel channel's going to tell me every time. I don't have to spend my time there waiting. I can spend my time there trading. Or getting in, I don't know. We're just talking crap. Hey guys, what are you doing? Steve J, we got Road Brew Review. That sounds a lot like Road Dog. How's it going, Road Brew? Let's put you guys back up here. Appreciate you guys for being here. Got a lot of new faces, new names. Got 19 people in the chat right now. It must not be too terrible. Maybe I'm the only show on this time. Own any beam? I'm thinking about throwing a K into it. I've got a small play that I've got lots of little small plays that I'm trying to work myself out of on some spot margin. Been trying to do that for a while. This market's been kind of crazy. One of them is Beam. I think it's BeamX. It's I've got it over on CoinEX. I don't see it over here. Let's take a look at over Mexi. BeamX, just like a lot of the other ones we're looking at, they're coming from a bottoming area. Personally, I think that looks nice and juicy. Because we're getting ready to see, we when it comes to altcoins, you got to ask yourself, because the signs are saying that Bitcoin is going to keep on outperforming them. The signs are there. So if you're in altcoins, you got to realize that, because most people would approach altcoins for the purpose of them outperforming Bitcoin. We're not at that point of the market yet. Bitcoin dominance says, that ain't happening. So it means it's going to be a slower ride for them. But then eventually, so the longer term plays for altcoins are good, or shorter term plays for dollars, I guess, also works pretty well. Everybody's got a different strategy, so it's hard to really give answers a good answer that fits everybody. But I like this. It looks like a breakout retest of that breakout area right through here too. I like that. That's a channel. Channel. Lots of channels. Got some channels. Let's take a measure move, top to bottom, put it at the breakout right here, and it tells us that, hey man, we've got a really good chance to come right here to this area. 0.029. Let's mark him as a measure move. I want to pull this all the way up to the top, so we don't want to forget about any important zones that we need to know about, like where we are right now. There is still a fuzzy area through here, but we're now exiting our discount zone by my strategy here, and then we should be headed up here. Bumpy ride, got to get past 200 moving average there, but it looks nice up here at 0.023 cents. The 236 Fibonacci measure move is really close to a 618 up there. 618. It's a boring, simple strategy when you really look at it, but it really works. It works good for me. I like it because the price always respects the fib. It just does. It knows if you pull a fib and then retrospect, you look back and all these little magical lines line up with it. It's like it's built in, like in the genetic code into a seed or something. I don't know. It's freaking weird, mystical, and that's why I like it. So cool areas, 3.1 cents. Measure moves got us at 2.9-ish. Got this one at 2.2, and we're sitting right above 18 cents, or well, not 18 cents, but 1.8 cents. We're sitting at 1.9 cents. And I'll even go from there at the 200 moving average. Horrible place to buy on the daily, by the way, at resistance. Just throwing that out there, but you're close. You can find an entry on a smaller time frame, hopefully. But coming up to our first target is 20%. Coming up to our measure moves 52%, and 618 from where we are right now is 62%. Did you say that twice? 2 hour looks nice and strong. It is above the 9 moving average, saying, hey baby, you're looking good. You're looking real good. You're looking so good. I want to show you my bare feet. She's getting on with it. It looks like she's got a breakout of a rising wedge or something, and those little suckers could be going parabolic. Depends on how you draw this thing too. So if you're drawing it like this, you're saying, oh, hell yeah, we're breaking out. If you're drawing it for something like this, you're like, oh, wait, we're just at the top of a channel. So, you know, that kind of stuff matters. That's why I like to look for angles and confirmations. And that one, I did it backwards from what I normally did it. But that confirms a channel to me, and price in my definition and how I look at this market travels in channels. We're here on the 2 hour for Beam X, and I'm going to go swing high to swing low. Tell me where price is going to go. We are at areas of resistance here. Strong resistance at 786. Might even wick up to 0.02. There's a scenario she could break out and go really, really bullish, but for real, she should probably chill out a little bit. Take a breather. She's had a hard run up there. Those are the two scenarios we're looking for. Either she's going to roll over and catch her breath, maybe come back down to 8.3 in these areas, or she's getting ready to do something mean and nasty and come up to around 0.023 cents. So we've already got a target right there in that vicinity. I would say, let me zoom out. Do you have some, don't really see that much as far as divergence goes that might knock her out. I do see here on the 8 hour, and it's a weird ass time frame, but Miss Lucy's up there just waiting to bust her balloon. And you know how that goes, because she's just kind of mean that way. I lost my chat again. Come back, chat. Hey, there's Celinda. How's it going, Celinda? And good brown gravy. How's it going? Celinda says Bitcoin taking a little dump-a-rooney. Just out in the open like that. 66. Here we come. I'm wanting to see if this trend line will hold. She may not. Ichimoku Cloud's getting big, but then again, she might. This is also like a 382 fib. If we bounce off of here, it can be a strong move. Come back into the pattern, then oh hell, we might be touching the bottom of the pattern. Don't know. Got to find support. Oh no, falling. I don't like that. And we did break a trend line, so until we, establish a newer low here, we can't really identify anything too well right now. I'm hoping this holds. I would love to see this hold. That would be so good. That would be retesting the belt line or neckline. That would be a neckline of an inverted head and shoulder, or it could be a belt line of a dingle dangle pattern. I guess it depends on your perspective, doesn't it? I need to know: is this a dingle dangle or is this an inverted head and shoulder? How do you identify it? I mean, I don't want to be offensive. For those of you who identify, if you do inverted head and shoulders, or if you do, the dingle dangles. I'm just, we need to be more concise in how we, don't want to call one thing when you're calling it another. If you're calling it cock and balls pattern, I need to be kind of saying something that lines up to you, like the dingle dangle pattern. But if you're calling it an inverted head and shoulders, well, I mean, respect that too, feel me? I swear I've not been drinking tonight. Chlor, let's take a look at Chlor AI. Chlor, I spelled it Southern. Nice, higher highs, higher lows. I'm on the 8 hour. I don't know why. Oh, it's just there. It's not my favorite. I like the 2 hour though. I'm not a fan of the 6 hour. I use them sparingly just to walk down time frames. That's all I do with them. Oh look, our little magical area here at 14 cents. We're working our way up there. Haven't quite cleared it. Same strategy you see me use all the time. 29, I just didn't mark it, did I? 29, 20 cents, and of course 14 should be coming up for law. Moving average on the 4 hour looked nice, retesting the 200 moving average, and that's cool. All the moving averages seem to be in a fairly decent order. I mean, these two guys have got some catching up to do, but at least, 666, whatever, 600 and something, a 360 and an 800, they still got some work to do. But this 200, the 150, those are healthy. Got some momentum coming up and higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. It looks like the trend has that should be a confirmation of change right there, in my personal opinion. So I'm just looking mostly for this trend line. It's got a little wiggle room there. I didn't draw her all pretty. Might she get another hump before a dump? Maybe. She got some bearish divergence forming right there of the dumpy kind, so doesn't. But if the momentum's starting to swing up, what I've found with the bearish divergence, and you'll hear some people, and especially in a bear market, you get it, it's like, oh man, yeah, you definitely pay attention. But if you're showing the first signs of an actual curve parabolic move, I find that you can get 3 instances of that. It's that third one that you need to pay more attention to, that third little hump up and third little instance that you can identify on your RSI. Pay attention to that last third one I found. I'm just sharing. Test it out, see if it works. If it don't, just say, you suck, road dog. That didn't help at all. And, you know, water off a duck's back. I don't care. But that's the one that I find you need to really pay attention to before the dump. So I think this one might have another leg or two. If we ask Elliot what he says, oh hell no, I'm doing an ABC correction on your ass right now. Well, you get your ABC done, you can start on another one, right? Or something like that, Elliot. I think he's a mama's boy anyway. Nice curvaceous rounding going on here. We like rounded bottoms because, as one guru said, or one TradingView trading group mentor once said, who no longer has his group, rounded bottoms pay the bills. I always thought it was more of his subscribers paying his monthly subscription people paying the bills, but that was just my take on it. Road Brew Review, keep it up, we love you. Hey man, I appreciate that, because I'm not used to feedback, and feedback does help. But lots of new names here. Did y'all just go out and change your names? You trying to make me feel better? Is that what it is? Crypto Rebel, Bitcoin. Hey, glad to have you here. Strega says cup and dangle. That's, yeah, cup and dangle. Well, we've been doing Bitcoin, but I don't never get tired of looking at Bitcoin. If Bitcoin ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. She's at 66.9. At this point in the game, it looks like, oh, are we rejected? I'm not trusting that trade. Oh, that'll work. So, just can't seem to get up to where we need to, but 4 hour, I'm looking at my moving averages, and I used a 5 moving average strategy, and then I added on 3 because, hey, why not complicate things more? Actually, they kind of give me a bigger picture of what's going on with the momentum. Really a carryover from bigger time frames, if you want to look at it that way. But they're all grouped up down here together around 61 and 8. So if that should be a strong area of support here on this time frame, if we even need to go down there. But look how far we came up. It doesn't surprise me that we would need to do a little something. So many ways to look at this and so many patterns here, but I mean, ultimately you got what you're in big term, and that's the one that really matters. This is the one that looks for a partial decline, which is what I'm considering this to be, and also this as just another little booster here, that we're doing some good things on Bitcoin. Higher highs, higher lows. What else can we ask for? This can be kind of funky if we want to come back and test this trend line area. That may not be fun, but maybe what we do. 200 moving average is coming in here at the top of this guy. If you want to look at that as a double bottom, that would be your retest area for sure, the breakout area, the confirmation area. Also corresponds with the little bat ears over here that we're looking at that drove us down and made me have to rethink my life and my purpose in life, and like, why am I even doing it? Why do I put up with the pain? Why didn't I sell more? Why? It said it was going to go down and you just held on like an idiot. Sold little, but why? Why didn't you do more? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, because I'm freaking tired of doing that now. I might just sell freaking 3/4 of those bags next time. I don't know. Position trading is well, it does take a lot more patience. Swing trading, well, it's, for me, it takes patience for sure. Well, my swing trades, well, they can hang there for a minute. I'm not always an in and out type of guy on Sella. Bitcoin, oh Bitcoin. Short-term time frame, see what you're doing. You getting ready to dump on us? Oh, 1 hour is not happy. She ain't happy at all. I don't know what was said, what happened, but she is not happy at all. So quick remedy is just start looking for some tracement areas. At this point in the game, I do start looking at the 382 now because we could get strong bounces there. We are in that point in the market. Look to the left and you will see an area where it was previously a top area. Now we can come down and retest that at that 382. Be a great place to take a bounce and make a strong move. So I'm always looking at this guy now at this point in the game, but always still staying true to the other guys. Most notably the two right beneath it. Always the 618. Always look to the left. That's why. And this 0.5, that's a top there. It's kind of a weak one, but we got some moving averages hanging around there too. So 65.5 could be the next target I would be eyeballing to see if she can catch some support there, and if she does, it could be interesting. The lowest area I'm really kind of looking at right now is that 62, 63 area. 62,800, around 63, that 618 fib pull from swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. Look at this, and don't forget where you come from. I see a lot of people, and we're zooming in, and the first thing we're looking at is like, oh, this is a flag to the upside. Right here. I think I'm going to go ahead and jump in. And they jump in. I mean, that's the bias. That's the immediate bias. That's the first thing that screw resistance that you happen to be at. Any bigger trend lines, any bigger patterns that you might zoom out. And I'm still in the 1 hour. But right here is inverted head and shoulders, or rising wedgie. You know, this one has 64% chance to come back and retest where his breakout is. That what we're doing? It could still, we can still be good. So, am I ranting? Don't mean to rant, but you gotta admit, you see flag boys out there, and that seems to be the first to go to is a flag. Or talk about sisters or something. Look, a shoulder hit the head and shoulder to the downside. Maybe, okay. How about, you know, losing the moving averages is what I was really saying. You're getting the 50 crossing the 200. I already lost the 9. She's wanting to drive us down, and I got these other moving averages there. I want to see what happens at the 382, 65,500-ish right there. Because I think we could find some good support. And if we do, we need to watch it because that could turn into something nice. We could make that higher high for about 70,000 if we can do that. I like those ideas. Have we been going? Is it turkey time? Is it time? I'm about to turn into a turkey. Y'all like it though. Y'all get off on the turkey. Whoa! It's the eyes. It's the eyes. You can't resist these eyes. Turkey eyes. Don't eat them. There was too much. You couldn't handle it. I got the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah, I got to get the one that got my color right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coolest turkey are doing crypto on the interwebs at this moment in time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here and making my night. So Bitcoin, though that's disappointing. I guess we're going to get humped on hump day. Hump on up day. Nothing new. They like to kind of get us all bullish on the weekend, so they can play with us in the beginning of the week. It seems like they like doing that lately. Naughty market boys, I'm telling you. We should take all their candy and, I don't know, keep it for ourselves or something. It's the angle of the dangle. That is right, Dave. I've always heard that. The angle to the dangle. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. That's all I got tonight. We went over some memes, went over some other coins. We know the things that you guys requested too. The market, hey man, a little pullback ain't gonna hurt nobody at this point. I don't think. foresee any major drops. It can technically is at a great area of resistance just to come down, to go down for some kind of lower. Yeah, we can go that narrative. This is also at the end of October. Election is coming. 4-year cycle, 6 months after that happening, when number seems to always just magically look bad. And if you follow into that narrative and sell, or take that narrative, because I did that last time. There was a YouTuber who just keeps calling for 10,000. I think he's probably still doing it, and that happened right over here. Yeah, numbers started going up. This is actually October 2020. October 2020. Remember, we've been following that idea. You remember us talking about following these guys, the rising wedgies that we had over there for the first one that took us up October last year. That's what clued us in. And yeah, I would say this time feels a little bit more like this in the market. It actually feels more like this in the market. It feels like that time when F2Poo was selling off, but soon enough, it doesn't seem like it ever will happen, right? I know, but and then it does. And if you're not in it, if you don't have your position, especially in Bitcoin for that, it sucks. It sucks watching number go up without you. I got a little taste of that back here listening to Crypto Savvy. We're going back to 9,000. He said that all the way up to 60,000. Eventually, he was, more correct than not, as we did finally come down to 15,000. I don't know. I haven't watched him in a while, to be honest. But it just amazed me how he was bearish during the whole bull market. The whole market. But I've seen him do some really, really tight TA, really good TA before him, that he just had a bias, bearish bias. Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me. I'll be here again tomorrow night. See you then.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like it's so ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Now if you gotta know the truth was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Feet eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova.
Ben Franklin claimed that this was the
Greetings to
real
the crypto
cause of the
community.
American
We
Revolution.
are pseudo-anonymous.
Most
We are
of
here
the
to
founding
smash that like
fathers
button.
realized the
We believe
potential
this content
dangers
needs
of
to reach more
banking
people like you.
and feared bankers'
watching.
accumulation of
We are
wealth
listening.
and power.
Most importantly, we
Jefferson
are liking
put
and
it this
subscribing.
way.
We are pseudo-anonymous.
I sincerely believe
Expect
that
us.
banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. The issuing power should be taken from the banks and restored to the people to whom it properly belongs.
That succinct statement of Jefferson is, in fact, the solution to all our economic problems today.
Here's how it works. They print it, we borrow it, and we pay them interest.
This is garbage. This is garbage. You people in South Africa, you have your rand, right? That's going to zero. That's going to zero. This is going to zero too. Euros are going to zero. The yen's going to zero. The Chinese currency is going to zero. It's all going to zero against Bitcoin. If you don't understand that yet, you're going to be impoverished. You're going to be on the street. You're going to be begging. You're going to be out of business. You're going to be toast.
James Madison, the main author of the Constitution, agreed. Interestingly, he called those behind the central bank scheme money changers. Madison strongly criticized their actions.
History records that the money changers have used every form of abuse, intrigue, deceit, and violent means possible to maintain their control over governments by controlling money and its issuance.
The battle over who gets to issue our money has been the pivotal issue throughout the history of the United States. Wars are fought over it, depressions are caused to acquire it. Yet after World War I, this battle was rarely mentioned in newspapers or history books. Why? By World War I, the money changers, with their dominant wealth, had seized control of most of the nation's press.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish things they are true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal